Sorry for the break, guys. My smartphone received one of those COVID-19 text messages, and whenever that happens, the video automatically stops. So, just my luck. And in fact, it may occur again sometime during our lecture. Okay, moving on, guys. This next one slipped my mind. Oh, it slipped my mind. Slipped my mind. Very simply, guys, it means I forgot to do something. I forgot to do something I needed to do. What did I write here? Trying to think of an example. Did you wish your mom Happy Mother's Day? Oh, shit. It totally slipped my mind. It was last Sunday or whatever. It slipped my mind. Just means I forgot to do something. Or maybe I need to go to the post office to mail a letter and I got busy. I was hanging out with some friends and it completely slipped my mind that I needed to go there. It could be almost anything. Maybe you lose track of which day it is. I thought it was Thursday. Oh, it completely slipped my mind. Today is Friday again, or whatever. So, slip my mind means to forget something that you needed to do. Can you think of anything that ever slips your mind? Maybe the due date of an assignment, someone's birthday. It could be almost anything. So, slip my mind, I forgot. Okay, I really like this next one. Go the extra mile. Guys, I think I have to sneeze. This next one, go the extra mile. I know in Korea we use kilometers, but in Miguk, miles. So go the extra mile means to go above and beyond what is required, to make a bigger effort than is needed or required. For example, I don't have to make videos outside, but I want to go the extra mile and create a memorable lecture. Do you understand? Go the extra mile just means to go above and beyond what you have to do or what is necessary. Okay, moving right along. This next one, okay. Leave no stone unturned. Like rock, leave no stone unturned. This one is easy to understand, but difficult for me to explain. Means to consider or try every possible way of doing something. Or alternatively, to do everything possible to achieve a particular outcome. For example, and by the way, this is on your handout here, so detectives, so the police, will leave no stone unturned in their efforts to find the murderer. The detectives will leave no stone unturned in their effort to find who was responsible. In other words, they're going to consider every possible suspect. They're going to check every lead. No stone will go unturned. That's another example. Again, guys, I have 2 examples here, so just, I know it's backwards on your screen, but in the difficult weeks ahead, we will leave, so for example, diplomats will leave no stone unturned in our search for a peaceful solution to the crisis. It could be almost anything, guys. South Korea, North Korea, Israel and Palestine. The negotiators will leave no stone unturned in their effort to find a peaceful solution. In other words, they'll consider every possibility in an effort to achieve a particular outcome. In this case, peace. All right, we'll come back to that one. This next one I like. I don't hear it very often, but I know it immediately. Sell like hotcakes. Do you know hotcakes? It's like pancakes. It's just another word. I don't know if there's any difference at all between hotcakes and pancakes. But anyway, sell like hotcakes. It means to sell very many in large numbers. I'm trying to think of an example. Okay, sell like hotcakes. To be very popular and sell in large numbers very quickly. For example, tickets to the BTS concert. Tickets to the concert are selling like hotcakes very quickly and a lot. Students, I want to show you something. I don't know if you're familiar with this or not. Take a look at this. Have you ever seen this purse? It's a Japanese designer. I can't remember the name. Issei something. And the name of the company, I think, is Bao Bao. Anyway, maybe you've seen it on the subway or on the sidewalk somewhere. It's not my style, but we can say these things are selling like hotcakes right now. They're selling a lot of them and in large numbers very quickly. Do you have one of these? Do you like it? Well, it is geometric. Selling like hotcakes. Can you think of anything that sells like hotcakes? Oh, we'll come back to it. What else? Oh yeah, so easy. This next one. Sleep like a log. Sleep, so you guys know log, like piece of wood. Sleep like a log just means to sleep very soundly and deeply. Without waking up to any noises. So for example, you don't wake up during the night to go to the bathroom. You don't wake up because you heard some thunder outside. And I ask, how did you sleep last night? Me? Oh, I slept like a log. Means he or she slept very deeply and soundly or restfully. Do you sleep like a log? I myself am a light sleeper. I really envy those people who can sleep anywhere, for example, an airplane. But even in my own apartment, I'm a light sleeper, and little things, for example, my neighbors making noise or having an argument, that wakes me up. So rarely do I sleep like a log unless I'm totally exhausted. Anyway, sleep like a log, to sleep very deeply. What else? Oh yes. All right, this next one, guys. Rain check. Rain check. Just like, the water. Rain check. It means to postpone something. What do I have here? You say, take a rain check when you want to tell someone you cannot accept their invitation now, but would like to do so at a later time. So, I don't know, maybe one of my colleagues will ask me, do you want to have a cup of coffee after class? And I say, well, thanks. Can I take a rain check? I'm a little busy this week, or something like that. So anytime someone asks you, do you want to go do something? It could be anything. Do you want to go somewhere? Do you want to do something? Do you want to see a movie? Can I take a rain check? Means, can we postpone this at a later time? And just for fun, guys, I put a little cartoon on your handout, and here's the Grim Reaper, or Death, and the man, I know it's backwards, says, can I take a rain check? He's asking, can I please postpone my death? It's supposed to be funny. So. And it's in the rain.
회장님 허락하면 그냥 이유 없이 오셔. 알았어. 갔어?
학교 앞에 찍고 와.
작가도요? 그 사진 작가도 하셨잖아. 그때 일부러 하지 왜 갖고 다니는데 작가도 찍어주시고.
Okay. This next one, caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't know why I have so many stones and rocks in this lecture, but caught or stuck between a rock and a hard place. In my own mind, students, it just means to be in an impossible situation. What did I have here? To be in a very difficult situation and have to make a hard decision. Just right off the top of my head, it's not on your paper, but for example, my mom and dad are divorced. They got a divorce when I was very young, and I ended up living with my mother. My brother and we lived with my mom, and in America, sometimes when parents separate, maybe they will ask their son or daughter, who do you want to live with? Your mom or your father? Well, frankly, that's a shitty situation to be in, and you can say, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. No matter which decision you make, it's undesirable, to say the least. I'm trying to think of another example. Caught, by the way, on your paper I have caught, but sometimes I hear stuck. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. Same thing, either or is equally accepted. But it's used whenever you're in a difficult situation and you have to make a hard decision. Maybe next semester or next year you have to choose a second major. Maybe you'll find yourself between a rock and a hard place. I hope not, but it's possible. Okay, moving on, guys. This next one. Cat got your tongue? Like cat, meow. Cat got your tongue. This is used whenever you want to ask someone why he or she is being particularly quiet. So if you're asking them questions and they're not giving any answers, you can say, what's the matter? Cat got your tongue? It means, why are you being quiet? That's all. Used to ask someone why he or she is not saying anything. So I have an example on your handout here. You've been unusually quiet tonight. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Okay, moving right along, guys. This next one. This is a rhyming idiom. These words rhyme. Ants in your pants. Ants in your pants. By the way, there are some ants on the ground right now, so I feel this is very auspicious. Ants in your pants. Sorry. I think this is used more towards children than adults, but to be so excited, nervous, or anxious about something that it's hard to be still or calm, particularly physically still. So this child, maybe in kindergarten, can't sit still. She must have ants in her pants. Just means jittery. Ants in your pants. So if someone is moving around a lot, you can say, what's the matter with you? You have ants in your pants? Again, this is mostly, it just reminds me of something from my early youth. I can't imagine saying this to an adult, but anyway, ants in your pants? So excited or nervous or anxious about something that you can't sit still. Do you have ants in your pants? All right, moving on. This next one, Some of these I use more than others. This one I use myself. It's quite strange. Pie in the sky. You know, like pie you eat? Pie in the sky. I don't know the origin of this. Something that you hope will happen, but is very unlikely to occur. So, my dream of being the first foreign president of Hankook University of Foreign Studies is probably pie in the sky. It's just an empty dream or empty promise. I'm trying to think of another example. I just made this up. It's on your handout, guys. Her dream of moving to Hollywood and becoming a famous actress is just pie in the sky. Meaning it's unlikely to happen. Can you think of any examples? Something that's pie in the sky? Oh, I don't know. I would like to live... No, I would like to retire. So someday, I'm 41 years old. When I retire, hopefully age 65, I have this dream of retiring and living the rest of my life in Switzerland. Swiss? Of course, this is just pie in the sky. I can visit Switzerland, but the likelihood of me retiring in Central Europe, it sounds nice, but unlikely to happen. Why Switzerland, you ask? I've actually never been to Switzerland. It's on my bucket list, and I've only seen pictures. Maybe you have been there, but it just looks so beautiful to me. Green grass, low crime, beautiful scenery, chocolate. I would like to go there. Okay, moving on, guys. This next one, sick and tired. Sick and tired of blah blah. So sick and tired, this is an idiom you use whenever you're annoyed or frustrated with something or someone to the point of losing your temper or patience. So, for example, I'm sick and tired of my coworker gossiping. Just means I've lost all patience. So I'm sick and tired of my coworkers gossiping. Do you understand? Let's see here. Maybe a student comes to class late 100 times, and he or she says, their alarm didn't go off, or there was a traffic jam, or whatever it is. The professor could say, I'm sick and tired of your excuses. Just means I'm frustrated and my patience is now gone. My patience is exhausted. I'm sick and tired. Can you think of anything you're sick and tired? Maybe you're sick and tired of my lecture. Sick and tired. What are you sick and tired of? It could be almost anything, guys. I'm sick and tired of advertisements on YouTube. Anyway, moving right along, guys. Okay, this is a good one. Same page. On the same page, like a piece of paper. On the same page, very simply, guys, it means to be in agreement. Multiple people having the same understanding, or having the same information or knowledge, or thinking all in the same way. Trying to think of an example. I'm stuck. oh, I'm just making this up, but if I ask students, do you want to take the midterm exam early or as scheduled? And I tell students the advantages and disadvantages to taking it early and as scheduled. And maybe we reach an agreement to take it early or as scheduled. And then before I move on to the regular lecture, I'll say, okay guys, are we all on the same page? Meaning we have an understanding. We all understand that we're going to take the test 1 week early. Do you understand? So I think we're all on the same page. Means I believe we are in agreement. We are thinking the same way. All right, moving on. This next one is a good one. Read between the lines. Read or reading in between the lines. This is when you try to understand someone's real feelings or intentions from what they say or write when they don't tell you directly. Oh, we're gonna have some visitors.
밑바닥에 달았어요? 애들 밑바닥 다루면 넘어진다고. 아니
Excuse me. Okay. Read between the lines is trying to discern someone's true intentions, their true feelings, their real feelings, even though they don't say it directly. Reading in between the lines. For example, I don't know if this is the best example, but it's the only thing I can think of. Sometimes when someone likes you romantically, maybe for whatever reason they won't say "전 당신한테 반했어요." Particularly guys. Guys are idiots, and sometimes we don't always say what we're thinking. However, if you read in between the lines, the message is there. For example, if a boy carries your books, if a boy walks with you to your classroom, if you read in between the lines, you can probably discern that maybe his feelings for you go beyond friendship. Or it could go the other way. You know, a girl may not say what's on her mind, but if you know what to look for, you can read in between the lines and determine what they might be thinking or feeling. Okay, moving on, guys. This next one, make my mouth water, means to make someone hungry for something, but also, students, do you know saliva? That's just a fancy word for spit. So to cause saliva to start to flow in your mouth. This happens to me whenever I smell food. For example, in America, if I smell hamburgers cooking on the barbecue, on the grill, my mouth will start to water just by smelling the food. Or sometimes if I'm grocery shopping, my mouth will start watering just thinking about the foods that I want to eat. Or if I'm talking about food with a friend, sometimes just the conversation will trigger that saliva in my mouth. So make my mouth water. That's an idiom, by the way. There's an adjective, mouth watering. So kind of a compliment to the chef, like, oh, that looks mouth watering. For example, do you like Deji Galbi? Me too. Do you like Yang Nyam Galbi? I like just the word. It sounds like yum yum. Yang Nyam Nyam. Yang Nyam Galbi. It's very delicious. Endong Jimdak. Sundubu Jjigae. Some people like that, some don't. I do. Anyway, actually, it's happening to me right now, just talking about this. I must be a little bit hungry. My mouth is starting to water just thinking about these foods. What foods make your mouth water? Strangely, it doesn't always have to be something delicious. I don't really like pickles. I mean, they're okay, but if I smell the vinegar, or if I start thinking about the sour taste of pickles, my mouth will water. Which it's doing right now. That's very strange. Okay, moving on. Oh yeah, this is a good one. In hindsight. Students, do you know foresight? Like looking ahead? Hindsight is behind you. Recognizing the dangers or possibilities of a situation after it has occurred. Let me say that once more. So, recognizing or realizing the dangers or opportunities of a situation now that it's over. So, what do I have here? Just for fun, I wrote this on your paper. Well, actually, I didn't write this, but my ex-girlfriend is a Russian woman. She and I are still friends. She's half Korean, half Russian. So she's ethnically Korean, but, well, her mom is Korean, her dad is Russian. Anyway, she was born in Russia. Her first language is Russian. And in hindsight, I probably should not have dated a Russian spy. That's a joke. Okay, another one, guys. In hindsight, I probably should have bought stock in Amazon or Google when it was only $6 a share. Now it's hundreds of dollars. So, by the way, I didn't put this on your paper, but there's an expression: hindsight is always 20/20. 20/20 is perfect vision. So, looking back on your life, it's so clear that you should have done this or that, or not done this or not done that. So hindsight is 20/20. In hindsight, you realize your mistakes or missed opportunities. Can you think of an example? Something you recognize in hindsight? For me, as your teacher, I've been making all these videos on my smartphone. Before the semester even began, there was a lot of uncertainty when the semester was going to start. Do you remember they postponed it 2 weeks? And then at first it was like, okay, 2 weeks online, and then after that, who knows? In February and March, I thought maybe the semester would be delayed. Maybe there will be a couple of weeks online. I did not anticipate the entire semester being online lecture. So in hindsight, I kind of wish I would have bought a better camera. So I think the resolution would be better. And so it's just looking back, you see things that maybe you could do better or not at all. All right. Oh, last one, guys. All right. It's written in stone. Written in stone, like writing. Very simply, guys, it means permanent. If something is written in stone, it's permanent and cannot be changed. For example, This is a picture of ancient Persia, and you can see the old writing is literally written in stone. And we all know Egyptian hieroglyphics are carved or etched or written into stone. Again, written into stone, permanent. Now, very important, guys, written in stone, this English idiom is almost always used in the negative. So you say, it's not written in stone. I'm not sure why this is, but that is the most common usage in negative form. It's not written in stone. So for example, oh, guys, I didn't bring it with me, but at the very beginning of the semester, I typically give students a class syllabus. And on the syllabus, I have an outline. So week 1, week 2, week 3. So week 3, we'll do chapter 5. Week 4, something else. That outline is not written in stone, meaning it can change. Almost certainly will. So the class schedule is not written in stone. I'm trying to think of another example. I'm just making this up, guys, but I'm not married. Maybe you don't care, but in society, there are expectations for people to get married at a certain age, or just doesn't have to be marriage, it could be anything, but just as an example, marriage. So you're 28 years old, okay, time to get married. And I wonder, who makes these rules up? It's not written in stone that you must get married at 28 or 30 or ever. I mean, if you want to, it's wonderful, of course, and I support your decision, but it's not written in stone. You got it? Means not permanent. Well, written in stone is permanent, but used in the negative means it's not permanent, or it's possible to change. Okay, this video has gone on much longer than I intended. Let's just quickly review. Impress me, students. What is the English idiom if something is totally dead? Completely. There's no, is it still alive? Dead as a doornail. What happens if you forget something? Forget something that you had to do? Slipped my mind. It completely slipped my mind. Okay, this is a good one, guys. To make a bigger effort than is required. To go above and beyond what is expected. Just remember, in Korea, we use kilometer, but America, the unit of measurement is mile. Go the extra mile. Just means make a special effort. Okay. Bao bao. Something that sells, selling a great many, large numbers, and very quickly. Sell like hotcakes. Selling like hotcakes. To sleep very deeply, very soundly and restfully. You don't wake up any time during the night. Sleep like a log. Okay. In my own mind, I don't think I have this on your paper, but it means to postpone. Some kind of invitation. Rain check. Almost finished. Okay, this is a good one. Try to understand someone's real feelings, even though they don't say it. Or try to understand someone's true intentions based on what they have written. Read in between the lines. Read between the lines. And if something is permanent and cannot be changed, written in stone. Written in stone. But remember, students, I don't know why, but almost always it's used in the negative. So if you want to say something is not permanent, something that is changeable or flexible, you say, it's not written in stone. All right, guys, we'll stop here. It was great seeing everyone, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.